Silence! Silence! Pump! You're now listening to the Street Science Podcast. You are now listening to the Street Science Podcast. Don't touch that dial. You know what it is. It's the Street Science Podcast. You are now listening to the Street Science Podcast. Hosted by Michael Garabato, Clee Cassidy, and yours truly, Skrilla Sam. You know what time it is. It's time for Street Science Podcast. Shut the fuck up while this podcast is on. You know what it is. It's my favorite show, bitch. Shut the fuck up while this podcast is on.
Then your name should be The Living Dead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Holding back is not how we were bred to be. If you think you know better, you know nothing but the fear in your heart that creates the nightmares in your dreams. How dare you keep something so precious from this world to see? It only angers me to know what could be. Yet you apologize and say that you don't understand. That's right, you don't understand. After this session, you walk out to the world, compliment the show, and then sleep to exit to re-enter the routine of your world. No smile, no grin, straight face, grinding coffee beans, envisioning dreams while painting one for another, it seems. Contradicting words of I am and that's all me, yet I can see it in your eyes. You're still going home, unhappy.
This is our third episode now?
Yeah.
That's right. You're listening to Street Science, and I'm Michael David Garabato, and I'm the host. And my other hosts, we have
Skrilla Sam, man, the co-host, and then we got my son.
Clee Cassidy, San Jose, California, is also a host here. Not Skrilla Sam's son.
I'm his side father. You know what I'm saying? I come in and out when I want to.
Damn, I'm feeling really professional right now with all this video equipment right now. Are we recording the video as well?
Yeah, we were. I don't know if we still are.
We ran out of tape.
We've been
It's really good. I'm looking really good right now.
Yeah.
I'm feeling this. All right. So today on our show of Street Science, we got a couple things going on. But our topic today is we're talking about entrepreneurs. And, you know, anybody can be an entrepreneur. Anybody can do, you know, anything. I could go hustle some fucking stuff off of Craigslist and be an entrepreneur.
You gotta see your food stamps. We've all bought or sold those.
Mm-hmm. Or had somebody come along with the debit card.
Yeah.
All right. And so
how do we get there?
For this show, for Street Science, I've been looking around for entrepreneurs, rappers, anything, you know, and people that are interested in the show. So people that are on Instagram and whatnot. You'll see, you know, PR Life Coaching. You'll see Skrilla Sam 408. You'll see Clee Cassidy. And, you know, Street Science is blasted all over those. If you go there and you comment on there, I'm talking to people on there and I'm getting a hold of people and I'm talking to them on the DM. And we're, you know, getting things going. So with that being said, we have our very first guest on the show. And his name is... I'm going to give his Instagram handle first because I already forgot his name, and then I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Hold on, drum roll, please.
Drum rolls.
All right.
And at the Instagram handle at the_I_am_crown. There he is, and that's also his YouTube channel.
We got the bull horse. I'm sorry.
Always edit. It's all good. I did a lot of that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just hand it over to you, and then we're gonna talk to you for a little bit. We actually listened to your YouTube video about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, really?
And so go ahead and sell yourself. Tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Luis Garcia, CEO and founder of the I Am Crown. Pretty much, I am a poet, and I'm also an entrepreneur in Philadelphia, PA. Born and raised in Philadelphia, and trying to make a better way, not just for myself, but for my kids that I have and my grandkids and kids after that.
That's like, you know, is to be inspired enough to be focused long enough to continue to hold that focus and hold that in mind. And some people don't get that in life where they understand the importance of family and pushing your own agenda and goals and reaching for those things. And I was very inspired by the poem we listening to that.
I appreciate it. Which one did you guys listen to, if you don't mind me asking?
Understand.
That's right.
Understand.
Understand on YouTube.
Yeah.
What's your YouTube channel?
The I Am Crown as well.
The I Am Crown.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I got a question, man. This is Skrilla saying, man. What is the story behind your name, The I Am Crown? What is the story behind it?
So this is a long story, but here's a short version of it. I started like 6-7 years ago with Initium Life. Initium Life was my first brand that I ever came out with. Made money off of that, and Initium Life standed for Start Life. Start life. So no matter where you are in life, you have to start it some way, somehow. You just start it. I got a phone call from a millionaire out in Poland, calling me, letting me know that, hey, you're pretty much infringing on my name. I was like, holy shit, like, like, my fault. I didn't mean to. Like, do you have paperwork? Do you have, I was pretty much asking for verification at first, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna have my lawyer contact you, and literally like 5 minutes after me and him hung up, his lawyer contacted me like, yeah, listen, this is the lawyer to the Initium brand out here in Poland. We also have rights in the United States of America.
What is?
Say again.
What is it? What is their brand? What were they brand?
They have clothes, but they also have music.
This sounds very familiar.
We're gonna have to shoot
MCM.
Oh, MCM.
MCM.
Oh, okay.
MCM. Again, like that.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, MCM Records, MCM. What? Clothes, MCM.
Yeah, but the name was different though. So yeah.
He's saying this is the name. Go ahead and say the name again that they called you about.
Initium. So INITIUM.
Iniche?
Initium. It's a
We'll look it up.
name. Yeah, it's a Latin name for the word start.
It's like, man, you just gonna make me change my name?
Oh wait, go on. So where were you going? Where were we going with that name? The Start Life.
Start life, yeah. So start life. That's what it meant. I just wanted to have it said differently. So the whole point behind it was to say, what's a word shirt that said Initium, and people ask, what does that mean? It says start your life. Start what you want to do now. You know what I mean? So that was the point behind that. But I got that phone call, and I was like, all right, you know what? These people pretty legit. I just pretty much left it alone. I was like, damn, shot down. First dream shot down. I was like, all right, let me just go back to the drawing board, see what I can do. I ended up going away to Germany for a while, and I was at the top of a mountain. First time ever snowboarding. Mind you, I'm African American, Puerto Rican, on top of a mountain, something that we don't do, especially in the snow. I'm over here like, yo, I'm scared to tell, but at the top of the hill, it was so blissful, it was so peaceful. Like, I just looked out, and I was like, damn, like, if I could climb this mountain, I could do whatever the hell I want to do.
Okay. Like that.
So the hardest part about that was going down the mountain, and I must have fell like 100 times after seeing that blissful view, and telling myself I could do whatever I can. Getting down that mountain was the hardest thing, and I must have fell like 60, 70 times going down. I had people almost run me over with their skis and a snowboard.
Right. Putting you on your ass.
Right. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make it to the bottom the same way I'm going to make something of myself when I get back to the States. So lo and behold, I make it down at the bottom. I come back to the States, and I'm just, thinking, I'm pondering. I'm over here looking for something. And my boy comes over to my crib. Mind you, I'm still pondering about what it is that I want to do and all this other good stuff. Now, I'm not a religious person, but I have a Bible in my household. I was always taught that the Bible is something good that you want to have. So I've always had a Bible in my household, but I've never opened it because I was scared to read it. You know what I mean? I'm the type of person, I start reading something, I start seeing what it is that I'm reading. It's like, I close the book real quick, put it up. And
Wait, go back. So what do you mean? Go back. Why were you scared to read it?
Why were you scared to read it?
Because I'm a how do you say, a visual person. So what I read, I try to visualize it, and I try to make it as whatever it is I'm reading. You telling me, hey, look, this if you tell me the rabbit was white, and I'm reading that on a piece of paper, I'm going to see a white rabbit. Now, the more description that you give to that rabbit, I'm going to try to see it to the T. And when I read books, I try to, see whatever it is that's being painted for me, because, writing is art. It's just word art. That's all it is. You have to visualize it in your mind. I've just never opened up the Bible. You know what I mean? I never read that book. He comes in. One of the rules in my household was don't speak of religion, because I felt as though it brought anger. It brought war. He cracks open the Bible, and he tells me, "Listen, man, this is one of the greatest things." I forgot what scripture he read, but I am stuck out in that whole scripture.
Right.
After that, like days go by, and I'm like, I am. What can I do? What can I do with that? I am. Everybody says I am.
Right. That was Deuteronomy, when Moses went up to Mount Sinai to the burning bush, and then Moses asked the burning bush, which was the representation of God as the storytellers tell it, and they asked him his name, and the burning bush said back to him, "I am," and then he said it again, and I forget the rest, but it's
right.
Yeah, I am. Name of God, pretty much.
Right. So.
Oh, that's probably. Hey, side note, that's probably what Nas was doing too. I am.
Oh, totally. That's what he was doing.
Yeah,
100%. That's what he was doing.
Okay, I got it down.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
put some context on it.
So see, I'm learning something. You know what I mean? But
oh, you never read it? You still didn't read it? Is that where the story was?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I still didn't read that. I didn't read that far into it. I read the Book of Job, and that was about it. I like that. I like that book.
Yeah, I love that one.
That's a different, story.
I thought his name was God for hell of years.
No.
Street science.
Hey, I read it like English. Like I read it like straight English language. Job, the Book of Jobs.
If you thought that was too, go ahead and leave us a message on Anchor FM.
We pretty much I pretty much was just seeking what can I do with I am. Everybody says I am. Everybody does it, and then I was reading something on Facebook when I was on Facebook at the time. I am is the two strongest words we have in our vocabulary. What you put after that. What you put after that, it's entirely up to you.
Ooh,
that stuck to me like so hard right there, and then I was like, you know what? That's something that I want to do. That's what I want to use. How am I going to use it? And I was watching some TV show. Literally, it was completely stupid, but it had a crown in it. And I was just looking at the crown, and the crown caught my eye. It was gold. It had rubies in it. I was like, you know what? Let me draw something real quick. So I started drawing the crown, and as I drew the crown, literally, it was nothing but diamonds and rectangles. And I put I am at the bottom of it. I was like, you know what? This is the I am crown right here. This is what I want. This is what I want to go into. And what I said after that, like everything came like periodically over time. Later on down the line came the slogan, I am that I am, not because I choose to be, but because I already am.
So what does the crown represent when you said you are? You said I am is the most important word.
The crown represents what you want to be. So if I want to be a king, yeah, I'm gonna represent myself as a king. But if I want to be a business owner, that crown is going to be a chip on my shoulder. I'm not sure if you guys checked my Instagram going all the way down to the very beginning where I have my button ups and my polos, but the crown is located on the shoulder, meaning that is a chip on the shoulder that you're trying to become something or you are something, one or the other, however you want to see it.
That's deep. That's fucking deep.
That's good product placement, branding placement right there. That's good.
Yeah, but it gets deeper than that, because on the wrist, on your cuff, when you button up, it states I am to you. So you're reminding yourself on a day.
When you button up, you remind yourself. You're looking at the name every time. You're reminding yourself.
Oh,
that's genius.
That is.
That's genius.
So
yeah, it's an aspiration. It's like an aspiration. You're like, I am I am crown, or I am a
I'm
boss.
Now, every time I look
I'm
at
a
my
king.
cufflinks, I feel like I'm a boss anyway. So, like, when you got that shit, it's like, nigga, I am a boss. Son.
Right.
Like,
To
whatever
remind
you
yourself without having the glitter and gold, though, just in your everyday attire.
Right.
He's made it an everyday symbolism that you can remember these things. You can remind yourself daily. I really like that, man. That's dope.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I'm hitting more of the subconscious than anything. And that's what I wanted to hit, because everything else, if you look at it, Nike hits subconsciously check. I want to check today, or I'm gonna check this off the box, or I'm gonna do this just to check it off. Adidas, same thing. Adidas are how good am I going to be today to tomorrow, tomorrow the next day. That's why that graph or that bars are going up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're getting bigger.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Or even like the Easter egg. Like if you follow, I don't know if you follow Gary Vaynerchuk at all. He's like one of the big, entrepreneur guys, podcast guys, but he like puts Easter eggs in his like branding and his logos. Like he put some weird number. It was like, I don't know what the number was exactly. It was like 211 or whatever. And nobody knew what it was. And then later on, he came out with, like his shoe or something that was related to that 211. And everybody's like, oh, that's when you get a following, and you get people are actually like really following you and like really interested in your branding it. And you've been hiding these Easter eggs since the beginning because you knew you were going to blow up. Like that's what he did.
Yeah.
I follow Gary.
Similar thing happening. I can see a similar thing happening with your branding that you're doing too. Reminding yourself, you know what I mean? Seeing the crown on your shoulder, and when you're getting dressed, reminding yourself. Those are really dope. That's really
Yeah, I mean, I checked out the shirts too on your Instagram, man. Those polos are looking nice too.
I appreciate that, man. I really do.
So how can people? I got two questions. How can people order those, and what kind of numbers are you pushing? If you can tell me any of that, I'm just curious.
So again, everything is slow right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's slow only because like I'm still trying to find a way to advertise.
Right.
As of right now, the polos and the button-ups, nobody can get a hold of them. And the reason being is because I'm not pushing numbers like that. You know what I mean? So what I'm pushing now is the t-shirts that have X marks the spot. Is the I am in an X. It's just placement. The placement of it is real different. I wish I could explain it or show you guys, but
if you just post it on your Instagram maybe tonight, and then we'll pull it up and we can put it on
I think
audio.
it's there, right?
It's on my Instagram already. It's weird. It's just regular t-shirts. They're $20 a pop. It's I AM and then the crown at the bottom of the X. So
if y'all listening, man, go to his Instagram, man, D_I_am_crown. And I did that correct. And check out the shirts, man. Support it, brother, man. The shirts are nice. They got different colors. You can find you one to go with your shoes and your hat.
I like the green one.
Yeah, go ahead and you can even message into the show and buy us a couple, and we'll wear them next time.
I mean, or if you don't want to sponsor it, for sure, I can wear the shit out of a shirt or a hat.
Right now. They'll sell out right now.
I was already thinking ideas, having ideas on that, man. But
go ahead. I got another question. So on the entrepreneur tip and on the the whole theme of the show today. How are you distributing your shirts? Like, where do you start? So you're making them, like you're silk screening. Do you know somebody who's silk screening them? And then like you're producing them, and then like where are you selling them? Are you selling them to family members? Are you going around? What are you doing?
So check this out. So I have like 3 locations where I go get my shirts done. So I have an online website where I have a drop shipping company that I actually go to their building, speak to them on what I want. They actually built the website up for me for $50 a year, right? So $50 for the whole year, they have my website up. So they worked out a deal with me. I was grateful for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They do.
You provide them the merchandise, or they're doing it there? They just
they do it for me.
Yeah.
They do it for me, like right there on the spot. They hold it, they order it, they create it right there, and then they ship it out. They do everything for me. Of course, they get a cut of everything, but it's still it takes away a lot, only because I am a soldier. I forgot to explain it, give you guys that as well. I am a soldier in the U.S. Army. So it's difficult for me to keep up with both at the same time. However, I still got to work for my own. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm going to keep that alive just as well as I'm going to keep anything else alive. So I have the drop shipping company working on that. Now, if somebody comes to me directly and says, hey, I want a shirt, you know what I mean? If I have some on me, I'll definitely, all right, this is what I got. If they're looking for something specific, like say a polo with the X marks the spot, all right, cool. Give me a day and I'll come back and I'll drop it off to you. And that's pretty much what I've been doing from this point on. But I'm trying to change the game up now. I'm linking up with other entrepreneurs here in Philadelphia where we're gonna be sitting down. They have stores. I may drop off a shipment to their store so they could go ahead and sell for me in the store. Of course, they take their cut, but it's still moving the product, still getting the brand out there where I want it to be at. And
nice. Those are the nuggets that I like to get. I like those little pieces because that's all the game right there. That's the the feet in the dirt and the heads in the cloud shit.
And that goes to prove, man, we all aware of, you know what I'm saying, some of us juggle multiple things, man, where more has than one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I heard about you was doing street poetry, you know what I'm saying? But we just started talking business and doing all types of other stuff. I forgot.
Take it there.
That
yes,
you did poetry, street poetry at that. Very inspiring, very motivating. Give me a little backstory on Understand.
So, check this out, man. On Understand. So, Understand was my second piece that I've actually worked on. My very first piece is called Is It True? I wrote that in the 9th grade, but then I left it alone from there. So that's a 9th grade piece that I wrote, and then I left writing alone for up until this year, the beginning of this year.
Hey, I'm gonna put myself out there. I was writing lost nigga shit at the 9th grade. Like if I was writing, it wasn't nothing inspiring. Like you was writing like that in 9th grade, man.
I mean, I don't know what I was writing like, because again, 9th grade to me was just 9th grade. I was a kid. I was still learning things. You know what I mean? I was learning from other people's mistakes, not having a father figure really in my life, and not really having a mother. So it was like I was learning from other people. I had teachers that looked out for me, that showed me a little bit, but they weren't there constantly. So it was like the inconsistency shows. But when I wrote, it was there's like 4 teachers that stick out to me that helped me with my writing, and shouts out to them for actually opening this talent. If it wasn't for that, I don't think I'll be where I'm at now with it. You know what I mean? But back then I was just writing. I didn't know what I was writing. People said it was strong. I entered a talent shows with it, and I won first place. But it wasn't nothing. It was just writing for me. Now I understand the capacity and the range in which it can go. Like I received a $2,000 contract with a company called UShare 360. They pretty much want me to.
I heard that's an app, right?
That is a platform. That's a platform that actually helps you out with your business, with blogging and all that other good stuff. So I pretty much worked out a contract with them. They heard the poem Understand as well, and they wanted me to write something for them. Literally 3 days later, I wrote something for them. They was like, "Listen, how would you feel about a contract?" I was like, "Man, I feel great. Let's do that." That's how I started promoting the poetry more. But that's another story. The story on Understand though. Literally, I was upstairs in my office in the armory, and I was listening to some slow violin piano music, and like my hand just started going. And as I started writing, I would read out loud, and as I was reading out loud, I realized that I'm not just I was talking to myself, but I was talking to everybody that I've actually encountered over my lifetime. I mean, I'm 28 years old now. I know I'm not that old, but I've experienced a lot. And the people who's helped me, and the people that I've helped, and the people that I couldn't help, I'm like, damn, like this is for them. This is not really for me. This is for them. And it just kept going. It's a 9-minute piece, right? And to remember that is just crazy. Like I remember that anytime I do that poem live, it gets emotional because it's like I feel it. That's coming from the pit of my heart. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's like you were that's when you're writing it, right? Like, like it's like out of body. You don't even know what's coming out. It's going and it's going. Yeah. Right. And I appreciate that part. Like, and listening in there, like people who aren't woke or don't want to realize what they're capable of. It's like your name should be the living dead. That part in there, the dead. That was a big one. Like, damn, you know what I mean? He's saying so much, but like summarizing it so well that it really stuck out to me.
Yeah, like you're talking about the part where it gets real heavy.
Yeah.
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 You don't want
Yeah.
Then your name should be the living dead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Holding back is not how we were bred to be. If you think you know better, you know nothing but the fear in your heart that creates the nightmares in your dreams. How dare you keep something so precious from this world to see? It only angers me to know what could be. Yet you apologize and say that you don't understand. That's right, you don't understand. After this session, you walk out to the world, compliment the show, and then sleep to exit to re-enter the routine of your world. No smile, no grin, straight face, grinding coffee beans, envisioning dreams while painting one for another, it seems. Contradicting words of I am and that's all me, yet I can see it in your eyes. You're still going home, unhappy. Yeah, that's my favorite part of that whole piece, man. When I get to that part, that's where it starts getting emotional because it's the truth. It's facts.
Hey, Clee's just showing me his notes right now, and that's all that he wrote down right now, right where you were at.
Unhappy, right there.
Key point.
Yeah, I was really feeling that. Yeah.
I think you definitely sparked a part of the brain that possibly challenged, you know what I'm saying, or what they stand on, or you know what I'm saying, or what they believe in at the time, or whatever like that. You know what I mean? You get to you know what I'm saying, spark some change.
Yeah, and I mean, after writing that poem, I'm gonna definitely tell you, I performed it 5 times, and the 5 times that I performed it, I had people come up to me and give me a hug because they were now open to something a little bit different. They heard the same thing from their mother, their father, their uncle, brother, sister, teachers. They heard the same thing from me, just in a different format, a different way, and it moves me in a positive direction because it's like, damn, if this is what poetry can do, I definitely want to be a part of it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's just anything with your words, man. Like you can move somebody with your words, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. I've done a lot of shows, man, and for a lot of people in different cities, ain't nobody ever gave me no hug after the show. I got some good performances, man. It's on YouTube. I done performed in Oakland, Hayward, Frisco, San Jose, Santa Clara. It's all on footage. It's all documented. I done got claps. I done got $1. I done got a drink. I ain't never got no hug. You know what I'm saying? That's powerful, though. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
I appreciate that, man. I really do, and I'm happy that you guys were, happy with what you guys heard.
Oh man, it was beautiful. I want to. I don't know if you wrote anything or you got anything else, but before we sign you out for the show here, I wanted to know if you got anything else you want to spit. If you got like a little, 1 minute or 2 minute bars you can throw out there for the show, something. We talked about the one, understand. I don't know if you got anything else hidden, any fire that you want to just put out there that somebody might hear that might, change your life or something.
All right, so I'm gonna give you one that I've been working on, and I just completed it today.
Okay.
It's called Unraveling Blindness, and you'll see why in a moment. But it goes like this. I said, I want you to see beyond what your eyes can see for the moment. Grasp it and tone it. Step forth into it and own it. Because you are capable of what your thought sees as moments. The seas, leveled as one can be, calm to the eyes, yes, but aggressive when it wants to be. But I don't think you're hearing me. Let's unravel this blindness so you can listen at me. Look at what I speak and feel the texture of what you'll be. To find oneself, one must get lost like a tiny bead. A broken necklace loses its parts, but finds other uses for more significant purposes indeed. That is, if there is a need. Unlike the tiny bead, you have a mind like no other. So to wait for a need and to make for a need means you can turn the tide with one decision or set the examples for your brothers. Unlike the tiny bead, you can move so elegantly, unexpectedly make the minds turn of others who low-key don't expect you to be. That's the sea that's so peaceful and calm, but aggressive when it wants to be. But this is what I need you to see. You set the stage. You are what you want to be. Put in the work. Sacrifice who you are for who you want to be. The longevity of the struggle. You are going to receive the highest prize there is to be. But you're not hearing me. Let alone you're not seeing me. Which means you're really not catering to yourself to unravel the secret belt blinding the mind's eyes. Therefore, you will never be. Unraveling the blindness is where it starts for you and me. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the time and efforts, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. And keep
Man,
doing what you guys are doing.
Dog, sacrifice who you are for who you want to be. That's just going to stay with me. That's going to stay with me. I ain't going to lie.
Oh, I'm glad you. That's a fucking
It's
good
all
shirt.
part of
That's
growth.
a shirt, right? I
It's
like
all
that.
part of growth.
No,
There you go.
that is a bumper sticker. That is a slogan. That is
that all you?
And
That
it
is
all
a
has
good-
a
that
crown.
mine
And it
is
has
good,
a crown on it. And it has a crown on it. The bumper sticker, the T-shirt, the whatever it is, the cup, your coffee mug, it's got the crown on it, man. Thank you, man. We appreciate your time here on Street Science, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you, guys. And keep doing what y'all doing. I got you guys on my favorites right now, so I'm listening to y'all.
Hey,
Put
I
something
see you on IG. I didn't know what to expect, but I'm gonna definitely follow you now after this interview for sure. No, for sure. Look. You didn't follow me. So I see. Look. I got the stage. Look, I got the stage where, like, if I see somebody got like 500 followers, you only follow like 26 people. So I'm like, I'm not about to just be a fan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got people. I got out here too. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely gonna follow you, bro.
I feel you.
I'm gonna follow you, bro.
There it is.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
I'm
Good luck
already
out
following.
there, man. I wish you the best, man. And until next time, man.
Until next time, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, we're going to close that. Street Science is now offering segments in our episodes because we have so much content to give you. So that last segment was our interview for the show, and the theme for the show is entrepreneurs, and we had a great interview. And so next, this will be on our weekly show as well, probably not as long as this one, but we'll be doing weekly check-ins on us as well. And so, because we are entrepreneurs, and myself, life coach and counselor and whatnot, we like to give, and Sam is working 2 jobs full time, and Clee is, hustling in the music industry and whatnot and flying around. So we like to just give you guys a little tidbit of what we're doing every week and maybe motivate you with that. Thank you. Hey, all podcast listeners. I want to talk about a little podcast, kind of like the Street Science sister podcast called Skim from the Couch. In 2012, Carly Zankin and Danielle Weisberg founded The Skim from their couch. Now, 6 years later, their morning newsletter gives over 7 million subscribers the news and information they need to start their day. When they first started the company, they got a lot of advice from other female entrepreneurs. Now they're sharing those conversations and more on their podcast, Skim from the Couch. Every week you'll hear from women like Ariana Huffington, founder of Huffington Post and Thrive, on why she puts her phone to bed at night. Or Melanie Whelan, CEO of SoulCycle, on why she has a millennial mentor, or how actor Taraji P. Henson got over her first rejection and learned how to negotiate for herself. It's a podcast about the real stuff, tips and tricks to launch, grow, or change your career. The only rule on the couch? No BS. Check out Skim from the Couch wherever you listen to podcasts. Hey, Clee.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do this weekend? What'd you do this week since the
man.
last show? Tell me
Since
about
the
it.
last show,
I saw you on Instagram.
I had a very, very, very eventful weekend.
I went to Seattle. I did a show out in Seattle, actually, in Port Angeles, which is
Who the fuck you think you are?
really
Who the fuck you think? How the fuck you just gonna be in Cali and then just leave? And I'm gonna see you on Instagram in another state. Like I just want to kick it with you.
this fool.
Who the fuck you think you are?
Call me like, what's cracking, Doug Studio? I'm like, nigga, I'm in Seattle. What
What the fuck you mean? How dare
are you
you?
talking about?
You was just here.
Who the fuck is Cletus Cassidy? That's what I texted Sam. I said, who the fuck is this guy?
Who does he think he
This
is?
motherfucker's out producing shit in Seattle. He tagged some other rapper. What's the dude? Nutso?
No. Goldie from the Federation was out there. My boy.
He's actually a
Outrageous.
staple in Bay Area music, man, out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, from the Federation.
Yeah, a lot of his songs on the radio.
707. Like they work with E40 a lot and stuff. But,
I'm following him.
yeah, so Goldie's actually really responsible for getting me out there. So we had done a song. My boy Outrageous came through here. He got a song. He drove out to Vegas, got Goldie on the song, and then they sent it back to me.
Wait. What's the song? What is the song called? Where can we find it?
The song is called "Poppin' That." We just shot a video for it. It's not released yet or anything, so we're still working. We're still working on that. But they liked it, and they sent me the song back. I put my verse on it, and then they were gonna do the video in Seattle and pick up my parts at a later date in Vegas. But Goldie called me and he was like, "Nah, we need to do this in one shot. We need to do this in Seattle. So you need to get out here."
Why Seattle?
Because that's where my friend Outrageous is based out of Seattle, and it was a lot of big networking. So long story short, I went out there for that. But the amount of networking and the things that I've seen in the past few days has been like amazing. It just goes to show like how hard people hustle, and Outrageous is actually a very, very good entrepreneur. Like he's got a record label out there, and he's put out over 30 projects. He actually gave me his package of everything he's made, and it's
You got 30 CDs?
bro. I'm gonna get this stuff for you in a second. I'm gonna get it to you.
You can turn on the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the record label?
Two-time Tim.
Yeah, plug him in there then.
Two-time Tim. Twotimetim.com, just like it is. TWOTIME.
Down SoundCloud.
TIM. Tim. I'm not sure, but he does. He said he does have it so that people can get his music for free, and also if you want to support him, you can buy it. So it is available both ways. But okay, so I go out to Seattle to do this show, and it becomes something bigger than life because
I saw your Instagram. It's on its Instagram. Tons of posts.
Yeah, a lot of posts. So we go out there. We have a party bus for the video shoot and the show. The person that owns the party bus
I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit.
I don't like that shit at all. I'm about to drop a dime on these niggas.
I don't like this shit.
There you go. Get up on that mic. Get on that.
But he owned the party bus. He owned the club we performed at, and he also was in the cannabis industry. So they owned a bunch of dispensaries and things like that. So they're
Was or is?
They do. Those are the people the people behind the shows that we did.
We're going next time.
So beyond that, I ended up landing in his radio segment. So he already had a radio interview that was scheduled, and I ended up in his radio segment, and got some love in Seattle on real radio, not internet radio, real radio.
Whoa!
It was a big deal. AM radio.
Hold up.
Real radio.
So what's this?
Like terrestrial radio,
So when you got on there, did you plug Street Science Podcast on the radio?
I didn't.
I can answer that question. I'm gonna let him tell it.
I did not do that.
Whose bitch ass cell phone is going off, dog? Very disrespectful.
Hit record on that.
Okay.
I did not get that kind of airtime. So
I was trying to message you on Instagram.
the thing, look, I did not get that kind of time. I don't know if it's posted, but the radio interview was for someone who has passed away, and they came together and put the project out. So it's two people involved in the project, and the person that put it out, the label head, and the main producer, and they were there to speak. I was not scheduled or anything. I was just fly on the wall. So I got very minimal. I didn't even get to get it on my Instagram, nothing. But
I wore on your shirt like I do.
But the opportunity and the connections and the networking was golden.
Right.
It was some big shit. And then like the videos that we recorded, they were recorded with Sony Red camera. So
you ain't never did no shit like this.
I never acted like that before.
Yeah, you acting totally different.
Acted super different.
I like you better without a passport, man. You was more humble.
Shout out to Ha Davis. You know what I mean? I was acting totally different. You know what I mean? So yeah, Canada was right over the water. You could see like the lights across the water was Canada. It was nice. It was a real nice experience, and I was treated, real well. My boys took care of me and everything, but the networking and
that's cool though to get an established artist reach out and fuck with you, and want to fuck with you, and it's usually the other way around, where like the up and comer or local dude will try to reach out to the established artist,
right?
You know what I mean? But he actually wanted you to come on board, and push for you to get on there, which is dope.
Yeah, it was really dope.
Do you think that you could?
But you still ain't shit. But go ahead though. Like, what you gonna say?
Do you think that you could fit Sam in your back pocket on a plane next time?
I could,
I can't fit in the 2-seater.
I could, but Sam is Sam.
Nah, shit. Hey, it wasn't my time. It wasn't my time, man. It was his time.
Hey, so
but the door is open. The network door is open though. So I am happy to be holding the keys that says we can go to Seattle and we can do a lot of things whenever we want to, because I know the right people.
Right.
With some really good people. Went to some top-notch studios, producers. The first person I touched down and met, I was there 10 minutes, and the first person I met is an artist named Swisher Sleep.
Swisher Sleep.
Swisher Sleep.
Shout out to the free promo.
Hey, wait, hold on.
I'm listening.
He's on Tech Nine's album. Tech Nine wants to sign him, but there's paperwork issues. So yeah, it was a big deal.
If Tech wants to sign him, he has to be fired.
Right.
He has to be good.
So the first thing I touched down and met was like
Swisher Sleep. That is
super fire. Yeah, and I got a couple tracks that he's on Outrageous's projects. And I met the first man I met in Seattle. Like, met this man, and he played something for us, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like it was ridiculous. Like I had no words. Like it wasn't like it's one of those things where it's like, how the fuck? I don't even know how he did that. Like, you know what I mean? It was that incredible. So I'll look out for that name, Swisher Sleep. He's gonna be making his way one way or another. Like with or without that Tech Nine endorsement, he's fire.
Dope. I'll be on the lookout for that.
Tech Nine's trying to start. So they're starting some sort of talent show shit or something. Some sort of American Idol for rappers. Where you going, Sam? You're up next.
Hey, why'd you put me off last? What
we are videotaping. So.
Yeah.
Swisher Sleep.
But yeah. So overall, like the connections that I made, the things that I saw, the opportunities that were right in front of me, and how hard the people were working was admirable. And so I was there Thursday through Monday, and I was with my boy 24/7 the whole time, and I did not meet any of his friends. There was not a friend in sight. Everybody that we made contact with was a rapper, a studio person, a radio head, all business. We never once went to someone's house and played video games or fucking, sat around and did nothing. There was none of that. Zero. Every single person that I came in contact with was a business situation, a business move from one thing to the next.
As it should be. It was a business trip.
Right. For the whole time. And he's a hardworking motherfucker. Like I tell you that. He's a hardworking motherfucker.
You already are, man.
I respect him. I respect him so much.
You ain't out here
Shout out to my boy Outrageous.
To get high. You know what I'm saying? You ain't there doing that now. You out here making moves, man. Shaking hands and rubbing feet.
So, sure they didn't think you were, you kind of look like Dre Dog, right?
You know, you smoke chewy like a motherfucking nut.
I smoke chewy like a motherfucking nut. But yeah, the only thing is he's like
that's pretty accurate.
He's like 6'4" though. That's the only thing. I get Jizza. I think I look like Jizza from Wu-Tang Clan. I get Jizza.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
like that's some tang in you.
You like a secret member, the hidden member.
The hidden member of Wu-Tang.
You're the 10th member and shit. And you the bench. You the Wu-Tang member on the bench.
The bench warmer of Wu-Tang.
When Old Dirty died, they put you in there.
Yeah. I represent the 10th chamber.
Young Dirty. Oh, you're the 37th chamber.
Grandkids.
Yeah. What'd you do this weekend, Sam? What's going on? What'd you do since I've been gone since we last podcasted? What's going on with you?
Yeah, since Clee fucking lived your dream this fucking week, tell us what you did.
That sounds good, right? But that's not what's going on. What I did, I worked 7 days straight. Work every day, 2 jobs. After that,
every day I'm hustling.
I go home.
Every day I'm hustling.
I work every day. Work like 14-hour days, sometimes 15. I go home around midnight, and then I beat my kids' ass for being awake. Like, what the fuck are y'all still doing up? Why are you hungry? Why are you trying to eat something at midnight? Why am I out here still doing something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Then coming here, meeting up with y'all, trying to get it in when I'm out of work. Like right now, shit, it's about to be midnight. I gotta get up like at 6. We still got a 30-minute drive whatever time we finish from here. But it's the hustle, baby. It's the hustle, man. You gotta keep it moving, man. You gotta keep it cracking and keep busy. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's all I've been doing. I ain't been doing much. It's the same thing every day on repeat, man. Same shit, different toilet. Try not to spoil it.
Hold on. Where you work at?
I work with you, for one.
Uh-huh.
I work at Intel.
We can hear that, Don. We can hear that. I don't know if you know that or not. We can hear that. Like all right,
well, I'm sorry. I was eating this power bar, and he asked me a good ass question as I ate the bar.
Yeah, but you was on the mic. You shouldn't be eating the power bar anyway. You was on the
mic. I need power, motherfucker.
You need that.
I need the energy. So the question about where I work,
Wait, go back. Because you were good too. Where we're at?
Where you work at?
I work at Intel.
Yeah.
All right.
You done beating him down?
Right? Yeah, can I live?
Braves on him? Fuck it. All right, go ahead.
Work at a smoke shop.
Where you work at? What's
Hot Box Smoke Shop, man. Pull up on me. Santa Clara.
This nigga's the janitor at the Hot Box. Don't let him tell you though.
I ain't no janitor, man. I can't mop there. It's carpet. I'll never go platinum there.
I'm trying to get Sam here to record get it in so we can record an episode of Street Science.
You got to go to my management. I already told you.
We're waiting for him to get back. He was on your Instagram.
Yeah, you got to email the manager. He don't do DMs.
He's already Hollywood and shit. You got to DM his manager to get into these.
If I think Hollywood, therefore I am right. I said it fucked up, but you know where I'm going.
I know you're going.
Go for my intent.
You going nowhere,
brother?
RCP?
I did that shit 3 times. Bro.
Go for my intent.
Hey, you know what? Hey, that's bro. That's exactly where that's from, bro. Hey,
fucking criminal.
Hey, that's where I got that from. I got that from Mr. T, dog. We just had a jail moment right now, bro. That's crazy.
Criminals.
I didn't know you was in it. You know, I did RCP 3 times, bro, and I failed each time. The 3rd time I completed. So you know RCP, right?
Yeah, they just got
okay. So look, for the people who don't know,
they just RCP they passed you because they got sick of you.
Okay, cool. RCP, we're gonna wind a little bit. There's a place called Elm World, aka Elmwood, USA. It's in Milpitas, California. Is a jail where you go and do your time. They got a lockdown. They got a farm. They got a place you can go there and work for 15 cents a day. They got all type of shit in there you can do. Right, you can gangbang, whatever you want to do all day. So
that's true.
Within all that, there's a program called RCP, which stands for something program. Right, I forgot something correction program.
Something program.
something program. I'm willing to bet money on that.
They called it remote controlled prisoners.
No, that's what the other prisoners who weren't in the program called us. Yeah. Right, yeah. So it's a militaristic program, right? When I say militaristic, you wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, you make your bed, army style, hospital corners, boots. You march everywhere you go. You march, you left, right, all that. I was a special forces cadence caller,
but you in jail though.
No, right. But here's the thing though, you do your sentence, and in this program, you do 2 months there, 8 weeks, and you do 2 months in that program, and these the remainder of your time in phase 3 on the street. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a chance to get out of jail early without telling. You just do 2 months in this program, and then you do the rest of your time on the street.
Get out of jail early without telling.
Without telling. You can still have your dignity. You know what I'm saying? You can still go back to your hood.
Hold on.
It's good.
Hold on.
So.
Hold on.
No, but you fucked up. You got tattoos on your face. Come on, man. Like,
I didn't have them.
you was on your way to getting them on your face.
They didn't let me out. I stayed in that program 6 months.
Well,
they
you fucked up.
They wouldn't let me out early.
You did something.
I never went back since then. I really changed that time. They wouldn't believe me.
Oh no, I'm done for real now.
Yeah, I'm really done.
For real. I swear to God, Scott's honor.
Yeah. So
anyway,
yeah, T.
Anyway,
yeah,
there's a teacher there, man. The teacher there, yeah, he was very memorable, man. Left a lasting impression on you, man. He was pretty funny. He sounded like Chris Rock a lot.
Got a lazy eye.
He did. It's very lazy. And fucking, yeah, man. He used to always say, "Just go for my intent shit and all this other shit, man." And fucking, yeah. You know what I mean? And fucking anyway, man, I just said that right now, and Mike had recognized that shit and just called it out. Hey, you in RCP? Because that's what that teacher was famous for. From, you know what I'm saying? He had like a lot of quotable lines and shit. Mm-hmm. I never knew he was in that program though.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That was my last term. The AB 109 county jail prison term, 13 months.
Well, that's why you couldn't get out early.
I worked my way all the way down.
That's why you couldn't get out early on RCP, because you had other stipulations.
Yeah, I worked my way down from the lockdown. What was it downtown? What is it, D or whatever the fuck the lockdown is? I worked my way all the way down there. So from hell all the way down to minimum to the RCP to the fucking orange hat, where I was telling motherfuckers what to do in jail.
Right? Yeah,
and I had the keys to the white boys in the RCP girls. They were still running politics, but honestly, when I ran it there, I was done, and so we were running the most lightweight politics possible you could run with still being fully active. So we were actually running real recovery program. It actually worked, and we were like, "Fuck those motherfuckers that are talking shit about us." I don't care because I'm changing this fucking time, and so and it actually worked.
Dog.
That motherfucker T is crazy.
Hey, don't listen. T, dog. There's so much I want to say about this shit, dog. I mean, this dude had, he was big on accountability, right? And he was big on holding people accountable. But it's like you got to hold yourself accountable. But what he had this thing, right? We called it the snitch box. What it was, the accountability box, right?
Oh my god!
Dog, he did what y'all too. So look, bro, Clee, look. There's a box. There's a box. So like we're in jail. We all live together in a dorm, right?
Yeah.
Under one roof. And there's a box in the middle of the thing, right? There's a box in the middle of the rec room, whatever. And it is called accountability box. And you can be like, hey, so and so did this and that, and I don't like that shit. Like, and it's got to stop. And like, and you're like pretty much like, hey man, Cletus, I saw Cletus smoking a cigarette in a fucking bathroom, dog.
You could call them out by name. People were doing
and you could be anonymous, and it was pretty much this. And and people, and then he'll take that box to class, and where all the inmates sit in class, here comes the box. Hey Sam, man, you was out here smoking weed. But nigga, who did that? What? Nigga, when? Who does this shit?
He will dig into you for like.
No, he'll pull you.
Deny it too.
Hey, Mr. T, that's his name. Tyrone's name. T. He was good at breaking people down and getting you to get out of character. Mm-hmm. So he would be like, "You're a fucking addict, man. You don't fucking addict, man. Look, well, you don't know me, man. You don't know my story, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, man." But like, he would just he'll dig in you, dog. He'll dig in you. That was his specialty. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was funny. Like, but like, it was never funny to who he was doing it to. Never. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it was my turn. But like, I looked at it as a chance for me to grow. And I told him, man, I gave him the green light. Do what you do. Yeah. I'm gonna try to not let you break me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he had, like, for the most part, he felt like he had everybody figured out, you know what I'm saying? And not every now and then. So I was like, hey, you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? And that's when we just sit back and watch the show. Yeah. Like, all right.
So for any of the counselors or case managers, anybody out there watching, all those clinical terms real quick, what T was doing over there, the modality that he was using, because me and Sam were talking about modalities earlier. I couldn't remember the word. Because I was going to talk about using a didactic modality to. You know what that word didactic. Talk about some counseling stuff. But T was actually using attack group therapy. Like, that's what he was literally using, attack group therapy, like, recently. And he probably still uses it. But he has people, like, go up on a squared out carpet on a auditorium stand in front of 60 or however many people. There was 2 dorms.
Felons, in front of all these felons.
Yeah, felons. Everyone's trying to get out early and smoke more dope, most of them, and and he has you to. The only way to get out of jail is to go through his checklist, and to get his checklist checked off, you had to do these projects, these work projects, and then you got to go present them on his carpet on the stand. You got to stand at attention.
I forgot about that part.
And you got to go through this whole process. And if you do not do the process correctly, if you step out, if you do not ask for permission to speak, and if you go ahead without speaking, without getting the permission, sit down. That was his other. Sit down.
So then you failed.
You're like, sit down, man.
And you know
You
what?
lost, man. Like that.
Yes,
Hey, man. You're a fucking dope fiend, man. That's how you would talk to you. Like, you're a dope fiend, man. Like, yeah, lazy. You're a dope fiend, man. Like, it was like, he sounded like Chris Tucker, too. It was Chris Rock. And it was hilarious, bro. Dog.
But he was playing with your freedom, though, and laughing at you, because if you failed,
but think about it, though.
You had to come up next week, and so that's another week you had to wait to get out. You might have gotten out the week before, but
when you're watching this shit unfold, when you're watching this shit, he doing this shit day after day to everybody, one by one, and we all have our turn coming. So our thing is like, yes, so like he knows how he plays everybody differently. You feel what I'm saying? He figures out that angle.
He knows your stuff. He knows he has like
No, he was selective. He didn't fuck with me too much, but hey. So anyway, look, I got out of jail. I did that program. Third time's a charm. I failed 2 times. I got the third, beat it the third time. Did my time on the street. Got a job working at In-N-Out Burger. Right. I'm working at In-N-Out Burger. They got two. I'm in a drive-thru. Right. There's two windows. There's one that you pay the bread, and then the second window where you come get your food. I'm the one that's gonna give you the food. So, but we both have headsets. Window 1, window 2. I'm sitting there. You heard T on that? I hear something that sounds familiar. I hear something that sounds familiar. Right? Shit. Look, Gary, look. So I'm like, hey. So then dude pull up, and he's like, I was like, hey man, you want ketchup? Look, he's like, hey man, give my food for. He gonna spit in my food, man. He gonna spit in my food, man. And he started saying like, I started dying. I was like, yo, I didn't even know that was you, man. He's like, hey man, you been not spitting my food, man. I was like, why you feel guilty, Hey, that shit was a classic though, dog. That was the last time I seen him too. It was on the street though, so that's cool.
Yeah. I tried to message him and friend him on Facebook. He never responded.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't respond to you.
No.
He probably was trying to set up.
It's a setup.
Yeah, he was playing my freedom, bitch.
Right.
Well,
I told you I was.
Let's go out and shoot some pool.
No, it was more like
talk about good old times.
Let's catch up, friend.
Talk about good old times.
It's more like I told you I wasn't fucking around. I said I wasn't gonna go back.
You sent him a message talking about, I told you I wasn't fucking around. Like, that don't sound like something you want to send him.
Hey, so Mike, what did you do this weekend?
What did I do this week?
Yeah, let's talk about your week. What did you get into?
Let's talk about my week. My week consisted of the podcast, of social media posting, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Created the WordPress for the Street Science podcast, so it's Street Science News at WordPress.com.
Nice.
And then, so we have the first episode that I did transcribed already and adapted into blog. So that's on there. My sister did the editing.
Nice.
Yeah. What else? I didn't work, so I'm waiting for my job to start.
Are you working?
I could be door dashing. Okay, good. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. So the reason I'm talking kind of down like this, anyways, is just thinking about my week. It's kind of put me in a bad state. It's like I didn't have a very good week. I wasn't like super motivated this week. I did a lot of sitting on the couch as well. I did a little bit of negative self-talk this week. Beat myself up a little bit. Stuff like that.
It's better to just beat yourself.
Yeah, beat yourself. I did a lot of that too.
It's all fist bumps and elbow daps from here on out. I want you to know that. That's going to stand next week too.
So what's going on? Like you going through some things that are making you sit in the negative self-talk world, or what?
I'm going through a life transition right now, to be real. I'm just like stepping into a whole new life. And like but it sounds fucking cliche. I'm saying it right now. I'm gonna
say it.
No, we're gonna strike that up.
Say it.
No. Anyway. The cliche, life transformation thing, but to be real, it's basically a I'm not happy with how I was feeling every single day. I wasn't happy with my job situation, and I wasn't happy, with my marriage, how, it was going, and lots of things, and money, and where I should be and what I should be doing. And didn't have a clue what I was, I was working in the field I wanted to work in, but didn't, have any aspirations. My only aspiration was to keep going to school and get my master's, but I was getting burnt out going to school 3/4 time at night and going to work full time.
Right.
And so basically I had like a little mental health break about a year ago. And then my best friend died in January unexpectedly from an overdose. And so he was like, I work in the social services, been working there for 7 years since I got out. And we worked there together and we started together. And, we had like big dreams of like, we started in a detox as monitors. And then we had big dreams of like becoming case managers and making $30,000 a year. And then we'd walk home and talk about, starting our own programs and shit for like 2 years straight. And then his best man at my wedding, everything. Anyways, long story short, he relapsed, OD'd, and died on heroin and fentanyl in the Temple.
No.
All right, my week was good.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think it's midnight, man. I think it's time.
Wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap my week up though, but I don't know where we went into my week, but I'm just gonna say, I went into a
slump.
I'm changing shit, and shit ain't good every fucking day. I'm not in a dark place. I'm so happy and positive every single day, and I think about this podcast and I write shit down and goals, but I'm still like just going through the residuals of a long fucked up, 2018.
Right.
But with that being said, I'm super happy and I'm super excited, and I love this fucking show, and I'm glad we threw it together, and I'm glad we can edit fucking all the dumb shit too.
Like that shit right there?
Yeah, like
that's some of the dumb shit we have to edit.
Blow your shit up. Blow your shit up. All right. So this is it for Street Science, and we're balling our shit up. Good night, or good morning, or good evening, wherever you're watching this. Good day.
Hey, message us too.
Yeah.
Follow me, Skrilla Sound 408, man.
Yeah.
I don't know about these rest of these motherfuckers, but me, follow me, I'll follow you back if you look like a real person.
All right.
Street Science, we're out of here.
This is Michael Garabato with Street Science here, and we're talking about our new segment, Hustle of the Week. Every week I'll be giving you a new practical hustle that you can take out and go make some money right now. So, the Hustle of the Week today, we're going to be talking about Craigslist, OfferUp, Let Go, and all of the other independent selling apps. Basically, the hustle that people are making, you can make $5,000 a month. People are doing this all day, every day, all around. And if you live in the Bay Area, this is probably one of the best hustles you could do because there's so much free shit out there. So what you do is you go to Craigslist and then you do free stuff search. And then what you do is you pick up the stuff from Craigslist for free, and then you resell it on OfferUp and Let Go and any other selling app there. And then you can do the same thing. OfferUp and Let Go also has free sections where you can, cross-promote there. Cross-selling, get the free stuff from Let Go, get the free stuff from OfferUp, resell it on eBay, resell it on Craigslist. You can buy bulk on eBay, then resell on Amazon. You can buy bulk on eBay, resell on eBay. You can buy, bulk on Alibaba, and then resell, Let Go, OfferUp, Craigslist, Amazon, and eBay. Those are all practical hustles you can start right now, but you could start with literally nothing in the free section and then start investing and buying things. So that's the hustle of the week. If you have any questions about that, or you want to talk about it some more, go ahead and leave me a message, and I will definitely respond in the show, in the podcast. Thanks for listening.